Hey, welcome. It's a Friday night at 9 p.m., just like Wes just said. It's a night of events and fun. We're trying to kick off the show in a different way with this sketch event tonight. As everybody knows, if you were lucky enough to pick up one of the 48 sketch opportunities before, what did we do? We hosted that a couple weeks ago. You are in for a treat because we've got some of the artists who are doing the sketches. They will be with us this evening and drawing some of those. So maybe you'll be able to put two and two together and figure out who's got your character sketch. But but probably you won't. It'll be a surprise, and that's what this was all about. It's kind of like a kind of a white elephant type deal here for everybody. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to build off of this event and I think carry it over into the November show. But so welcome. I've been wanting to do some kind of event to kind of kick off the show that wasn't just opening the halls on a Saturday morning to premium members. And so the sketch event made a whole lot of sense to me, and I think that it'll become a regular part of the show as we go onward with this. So expect to see something like this again in November, probably expanded upon in some way. I can't really promise, but what that'll be like. But we're going to carry it on to November as well, because we had a quick sellout on this, and I think it's going to go great. We've just got to get the artwork done this weekend and get the artwork shipped out, and it's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see pieces show up in people's calf and on their social channels and whatnot. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. EJB wanted to know how MegaCon was today. It was really, really busy. It was like walking through San Diego all day today. That's how packed MegaCon was. It was a fun show. I was only there for about 5 hours, but I had a nice panel with Ken Carson and Bill Morrison this morning, and I did record it. My daughter Gwen was there, so we got it all recorded, and I'll probably wait till Monday or Tuesday to post that and share that with everybody. But we had a good time. Probably half the people in attendance were new, never before art collectors, so it was fun getting to talk with some people who were unfamiliar with the hobby, and and then had some familiar faces in the audience as well. So it was a lot of fun. Look forward to doing that again. I'm not going to do it on the same weekend as Comic Art Live again. So we're gonna plan something different for that next year. But so let's get this thing started. I've got several artists in the green room already, and I've got Jiggy here as well. Why don't I bring Jiggy in here first? Jiggy, hey, thank you. We've been doing a lot together, and since we partnered on your website and everything. And I just want to thank you because I've had a lot of fun since you came on board with the dealer site work and the rep stuff. It's really been fun to work with you on the sales opportunities and the chat shows that we've done, and you've participated in Comic Art Live ever since we first started working together. And I just wanted to thank you for that because it's been a lot. Bill. It's been fun, and it's encouraged I think a lot of other people. They see us having such a good time, they want to have a good time too. And so I've been able to expand the show a bit, and I really do credit you and your crew at Next Comic Art for, as helping people and encouraging them to want to participate in Comic Art Live, and just as a show, and then just as our regular programming on the channel.
Oh, we're just following your lead, Bill. Last year we really felt that Comic Art Live was special, the spring one in particular. And I remember there were three guys. It was Harvey, Kajo, and Mico Suayan who joined the sketch night. Mm-hmm. Now I think we were able to sell 32 sketches this year. So just because of all the inspiration that came from Harvey and the guys, like he said, you got to join, you got to support Bill, just do it. And yeah, we were able to sell 32 sketches from the roster. And mm-hmm. I've seen a lot of it since everything's coming from the Philippines. And man, I should have signed up for some sketches.
Well, that's what I'm excited to see, because I haven't seen one yet. As far as those the ones that have been completed, but it's going to be again. I think this is a really fun thing to do, and it just adds a layer of interest and excitement to the show that we've been kind of building towards new innovations all along. But I think this is just a nice addition to the show, and that's why I really do think we'll continue it. But it'll probably evolve in some way in November. But yeah, we're going to keep it fun. But again, I just wanted I appreciate it. And, obviously a lot of other people that I can, Tatiana's brought some artists to this opportunity as well. She's not going to be here with us tonight, but a lot of people have supported us through these things. I wish, Lake Como kind of put the kibosh on working with a few other reps just because it's the weekend before. But now that we have live shows and everything back in place, that's going to happen. MegaCon kept a lot of creators from having the opportunity to be on panels this weekend. So we're just going to have to, kind of evolve with the way things are going to kind of, as things get back to normal, right? But I'm ready for that. I think that we've carved out a niche that is not going to go away, and we're going to be able to continue to have fun with this show, twice a year, I think, for as long as we want to continue to do it.
Yeah, I forgot to put the comments on it was on private chat, so I wanted to say hi to everyone, like Kavi, Miguel, Johnny, Marcus. I'm expecting your comments to the people who got sketches, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna upload it on their calf.
And Kevin had a question before we bring in the artists and everything. He wanted to know if the pieces are spoken for. Yes, all the pieces tonight were actually sold about 2 weeks ago. We promoted it for at least a week and a half or even longer, letting people know that we were going to have this art drop. But it wasn't really an art drop. People were blindly basically buying a $150 commission opportunity. There were 48 opportunities that were made available, and all you wouldn't know which creator you're going to get, but you were able to pick the character that was going to be drawn. And it was really up to the artist to decide, So I randomly selected and paired artists with characters and distributed those to both Jiggy and Tatiana and Ken Carson, because all three of those reps brought artists to this, and they were the ones who gave the assignments then to their artists. And so that's how we set this thing up. So all the artwork that you're going to see tonight is already spoken for. Once it's completed, all of Jiggy's art is actually going to get mailed to me, and then I will be mailing those pieces out because he's mailing them from the Philippines. It wouldn't be cost effective to have him send out 30 plus artworks from there. So he'll be sending me one package with all the art. I'll be mailing them out separately, but both Tatiana and Ken will get their artworks to them and be mailing them out directly. So that's kind of how we're fulfilling the artworks that are going to be drawn tonight and over the weekend, and how we plan to get them fulfilled. I think most artwork should be in the mail, certainly by the end of the month. I mean, and trust me, when I get Jiggy's package, I'll probably show off a few of them, so you'll know when I have it, and then you can expect those.
You could do an unboxing, Bill.
I will. I should do an unboxing. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But
I just want to say to Kevin though, Rian Gonzalez was jealous that everyone was doing sketches, and Jiggy, I want to do a sketch for my own. So they got to tune into the live stream tomorrow, 9 a.m.
That is true.
Yes.
All right. And I can tell everybody too that during a lot of the panels, not all of them, but some of the panels, so I shouldn't say a lot. There are some panels tomorrow and probably on Sunday as well, where there will be art buying opportunities. Of course, Jiggy and I you say 9 a.m. Jiggy, I say 9 p.m. But
yes, 9 a.m.
At 9 p.m. tomorrow, I've got the next Comic Art crew on, and we're going to be doing an art drop at 9 p.m. as well. So 24 hours from now, we will be doing an art drop, and all of that artwork will be available for purchase. 60 pieces or thereabouts.
So Margaret saying, claim Rian sketch opportunity. It's actually done. I can give you a preview. She's going to do a couple, but she already did like a Cassandra Cain cast. There, that's the preview.
Oh, yeah. I was going to make you go full screen there, but you probably were better off not showing it. We'll wait until tomorrow. But hey, all the artists are anxiously awaiting to get it.
Yeah,
so they can show us what they're working on. And again, we're going to hang out for a couple hours and just have a good time. It's a relaxing way to kick off the show and check out the artwork that's being done. And again, we just wanted to have a good time this evening and enjoy everyone's company. So let me go ahead and bring in. Let's see. We'll start off. I've got Eranga in here from 4C. We've got Manix. We've got Harvey. Who else we got in there? We got Jim and Elmer. How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, I got to put myself at the bottom of this thing. I'm the least important guy here tonight.
Thank you.
You got to put me down with you, Bill.
Oh, but I can't. It's the order. We need one more artist in the studio, and then it's kind of like, it's like the Partridge Family starting, or not the Partridge Family. What was that show with the
Brady Bunch?
Thank you, Brady Bunch. It's been too long. It's been a long day. Yes, there you go. Jeff Wedding said best Brady Bunch display ever. Thanks, Jeff. Well, at any rate, but welcome everybody to the show. I'll probably periodically. I see that Elmer and Jim are highlighting their work desk. That's great. So we can actually make them go full screen.
Bill and I talked to Elmer and Jim, and they were like, "Do we need to be on camera?" No. You just need, if you're shy, just show the art. So
sure.
we'll just let them draw.
Yeah, no. I think that's perfect. Absolutely. mean, that's what this is all about. We want to see the works that are getting done, so that the people who got lucky enough to have the opportunity to get some artwork this weekend from the sketch opportunity can see some of it being drawn live. So I'm looking forward to it. I didn't get to buy anything, so this is good for me too. I'm enjoying it. And I'll tell you, I've been checking out the booths, the artwork that's been getting added. There's a lot of great artwork that's going to be available on the show this weekend. I haven't got a final piece count, but I'm kind of thinking we're going to end up somewhere around 4,400, 4,500 artworks available for purchase on the show. We've definitely hit the same level of exhibitors as the last show as well. So over 230 exhibitors will be sharing artwork tomorrow and on Sunday. So yeah, I'm gonna just randomly start going full screen on some here. Let's take a look at what Elmer's got working on.
Yeah, so Elmer's working on an from the Avatar: The Last Airbender commission. Looking really nice.
Wow. Well, that's a lot of value in these pieces. And my instructions to everybody was do something around 9x12 as far as the size, and do whatever you felt comfortable with at the $150 mark, because that's what we sold these at. Plus shipping. I think we had it in $15 for shipping. But yeah, this is wow. That's a really great piece. I think just looking at that, I think a lot of people are going to be pretty happy with the pieces they get this weekend.
Manix is working on the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh, here,
so excited to see that one. There it is.
Yeah, there were some very interesting character requests that came out of this. I mean, and all, some very detailed, some a little looser as far as like, what they wanted. Some very specific. It had to be this character with this costume, and yeah, I mean, but that's kind of the fun of it. And I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody puts together here.
Bill, what was the craziest request that you saw?
Boy, I'd have to go back to the list to be honest here. Which I can do. Let me pull that up and take a look at it.
The most unique one I got from you from the list was a character named Boris the Bear. And
I do remember that, and I was like, "What is that?" I didn't even know what it was. Well, were you able to figure out what that was, though, Jiggy?
Yes. So it's a Dark Horse character, and yeah, the sketch is done by. It was given to JP Gigzilla Cuison, and it's nice. He also did a Beta Ray Bill. So whoever asked for that Beta Ray Bill, you're in for a treat.
Sorry, I'm trying to pull up that my whole list here of the characters, because I had to make separate spreadsheets for each rep, and trying to find the original one that had everybody in it. But yeah, that was one that I was scratching my head. I was like, boy, I don't know what I don't know what that is, but I hope somebody knows. Let's see here. But somebody said that. Let's see, that was cool. Where's that? Okay, here we go. That was probably the oddest one of them all. Let me see here. Just looking through the list. Galactus, Death the Endless, Magic, 90s Parallax, Hal Jordan, Detective Chimp, Bobo, comic book guy. Let's see, the last one.
Oh, there's a comic book guy?
It was funny. I'll tell you, the comic book guy, when it randomly ended up going to 4C, which of course has Bill Morrison. I don't remember if it was Bill that got assigned comic book guy or not, but it was almost fate, right? That it ended up going over there. So I'd have to double check to see if it ended up being assigned to Bill or not. But yeah, let me see here. Someone did ask for a Jane Foster as Thor, Mon-El, Phantom X, Doctor Who, the First Doctor, Dazzler, Winter Soldier.
Oh, that Doctor Who is done. If you want to see it, I can show it here.
Yeah, here. I mean, that's kind of what I was hoping. You might have a few of them already in your possession.
I'm gonna ask Roby to join the stream because he's done with it. Are you joining the stream? Oh, Harvey's gone.
Yeah, Harvey did drop out. He's not in my list at the bottom.
Jim is working on a Black Cat.
Oh, here, let me I can highlight that, and then we can show off what Eranga is working on too. Here, let me go and highlight Jim here.
Yeah, Jim's gonna kick ass with this one.
I have a feeling you guys are going above and beyond. This is great. Wow. See, this is fun, everybody. We wanted to put something in here that was as if you were across the table from the artist. I know we can't, we're never going to emulate what a real show is like, what they do at Como, or what, the experiences that the collectors were getting at MegaCon today. But this is something fun that at least gives you the opportunity to watch creators, in action. And again, if you were fortunate enough to pick up some of the artworks from the sketch opportunity, then you might be actually seeing your black cat being drawn tonight. So that's that's why we wanted to do something fun like this. Oh, and Harvey is back too. I see he's in there. I can highlight him here. There we go. But
trying to set up my camera. The one.
Oh, I actually, Harvey's mic is echoey. Oh, there it goes.
Body also.
Yeah. So hey, let me switch over to Eranga, and he can tell us what he's working on here. Let me. Where is his full screen?
Is that Judge Dredd?
Oh wow! Very, very nice.
Yeah, I've never drawn Judge Dredd before, man. So it was a little bit of a deep dive going into the details. Yeah, I wanted to get all the details in. Give them their bang for the buck here. Hopefully whoever commissioned it, if they're not in the stream, they dig it.
Oh man, that's awesome. See, I knew this was going to be fun. This is we've needed to kind of spice up the show a little bit, and this is definitely going to do that.
Yeah, this is a super cool idea. I I love Jiggy's whole crew, so it's kind of special being here with them, getting to work on this live. So thanks for the opportunity, fellas.
Hey, it's awesome to have you, Eranga. I know that you've been traveling a lot of late, so it's nice to have you here on the show with us tonight. I'm glad you could make it.
Man, I wouldn't miss it, Bill. I would reanimate my zombie corpse and be doing this.
Even Jeff Wedding said, "Nice dread there, Eranga."
Hey, thanks, Jeff.
Let's see. I'm just reading through the chat here. We got Spicy says another CJ design. Michael Callahan says it's pretty sweet. Don't get arm hair in the ink. That's from Jason, your buddy Jason.
Of course it
is.
Thank
you, Jason.
Jason's always jealous of arm hair, man. I mean, he's constructed like a human baby. So
because Eranga, I think the arm hair costs extra, right?
That's right. That's right. I'll add a little bit in there.
Put it in Dredd's beard.
That's right. I'm gonna draw some stubble. Yeah.
Marcus says arm hair is like dry brush.
You're gonna find out.
Leave it to Marcus. But yeah, this is going really well. So Harvey's got the family in the background. Hey, Harvey. You should put him to work. It's got to put him to work for you. They'll be doing sketches in one day.
Oh yeah, it's a family day, and people are working, going to the airport, except me. So I'll try to add this one because this is the work that.
Oh, here, let me switch over to you here.
Oh yeah, whoever got a puck.
Holy
guy
mackerel.
from Harvey.
Harvey, that is fantastic.
The camera is not working. My camera is not working. I get error on error. This one, the one on my head. I feel bad. It's not working, so you guys cannot see what I'm
Wait,
working.
Harv, why don't you use your new phone?
Oh, I don't know. I still don't install anything. I don't know how to use it. I feel bad of how to use it, and I'm not a techie guy. I even don't know how to set up my own camera. I feel bad. So so I'll try to draw and show it to you at the same time as we go along.
All right, no, that'll work. But yeah, that puck was awesome, man. I should have bought one or two of these. I had the opportunity, but
same thoughts, Bill.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, running these things, it's
this is
tough.
the puck if you want to see.
Wow, doggone it! Look at that thing. Here, I want to switch back over to that. That's That is awesome. Wow.
From Harvey.
Well, this is it's gonna be a fun weekend, everybody. And yeah, like I said, I've been browsing a couple. I have to browse the booths and everything in advance while we test things out. And yeah, there's some art there. Maureen, my wife, emailed me or texted me about an hour ago, and she said, "This is such a great piece of art, Bill." And I looked at it, and I was like, "It really is." But it's like I can't. What do I do? I'm like, I can't buy it because it's really got to be open to everybody. So that was like, but I looked at it and I thought, I might email that seller and just say, if it doesn't sell in the first 2 hours, I want it. It's fair, right? It's fair because it's as if I would have seen it. It's given everybody 2 hours opportunity to buy it. And if you don't, it's mine. So I may not, because the thing is, I don't think it's going to last 2 hours. I don't think it's going to last 10 minutes, unfortunately. I'm not going to tell you whose booth it's in because it's a booth that I know everybody's going to be stopping at tomorrow, probably early. So yeah, it won't be around 2 hours after the show opens, but still, it was nice to see. It was, and again, that's what the part of this hobby, and I talked about that during the panel today. The thing is, this is a hobby that we can really share with our kids, our spouses. So some of them, I know some of your spouses probably don't like the hobby, but my entire household is very creative, and they really love the arts, and so they're, I think, in one way or another, they're all art collectors, and so it's cool because Maureen typically, as everybody knows, I can't hang an artwork with a skull in my house, but there's certain things that really just like are perfect for her, and yeah, that was fun. That one was fun. But again, we had a really nice talk today, Ken and I and Bill, and it was really fun to kind of chat with both an artist and a rep, and get everybody's views on why we enjoy collecting original art, and try to extol that to the people in the audience today. And that was one of the bigger keys for me, was just the idea that we like to share. We like being able to, that's what CAF is all about, is about sharing our collections with everybody. And I think that's one of the most important parts of our hobby is just being able to enjoy the hobby with others. It's not like collecting comics or statues or any other collectible in pop culture. Art is very, very different, and that's what makes it so unique and special. And and again, I appreciate the hobby more and more every day because of that. And moments like these, with the camaraderie of having all the artists together working on their pieces, they could be doing something else tonight, but we're having fun together. And I think that again, that's what makes these things really, really special.
I do want to confirm that the puck is going to Grant Riddle. So Grant, congratulations.
Oh, did he? Oh, Grant.
Yeah. And Bill, it's Manix's anniversary with the
today?
US market, and you were the first one to buy from him.
I wasn't I? That was
Manix, you can unmute if you want to say hi.
Thank you, Bill.
Hey, it was my pleasure, Manix. I mean, Jiggy sold me though, because he was the one who said, you got to check this guy's work out, and I get a fair amount of that, but I saw your work and I just knew that I had to own it, and so I was so excited to be able to purchase it. I didn't realize I was the first one picking one up, but yeah, no, I mean you deserve all the accolades and the sales that you've gotten since you've joined with GE. I mean, you're just fantastic. I mean, look at that creature from the Black Lagoon. Somebody's going to be really, really happy to get that thing. That's awesome.
Okay, Manix, I'll show. Do you have the ones that you finished for the sketches? I think you can show that also.
Yeah, I can show it later.
Yeah, I can show it later.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the other? You've got some other sketches done already?
Yeah, Manix had 4, and
that's right. See, I didn't tell everybody how many people got or were doing. So that's true. A couple people on Jiggy's crew actually had 4, and Manix was one of them. So that's a pretty good chance there to get something from Manix. 4 out of 48 was the opportunity there. So yeah, that's I can't wait to see what.
Can I tell everyone what Manix got?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so Manix got the creature from the Black Lagoon, which he's doing right now. And out of 32 pieces, there was only one Spider-Man request, so it went to Manix.
Oh, really?
And I'm super jealous of this person who like if when Manix shows a Spider-Man later, ah man, so good. And he also got a Wildcat, Ted Grant from JSA, and Magic of the X-Men.
Oh man, I bet the Magic's going to turn out great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they're all going to be great, but as an X-Men fan, yeah. No, this is yeah. I just checked to see who got the Spider-Man too, because there was only one Spider-Man request.
I have the list. So that one is going to Edward Harris.
That is what I've got as well, Edward. Congratulations, Edward. If Edward's out there tonight, but yeah, it's fun. I didn't know if we were actually going to get to reveal any of the happy buyers with the pieces that they've gotten. Yeah, Margaret Lee said someone's getting a Spider-Man from Manix. That's amazing. Absolutely.
I should show it, but Manix can show the how do I say it?
I think Harvey's got his
the
phone
actual
working there,
piece,
or almost working.
Test mic check. 1 1.
Yeah, your mic's working good, Harvey. Here, let's go switch back over to Elmer here for a minute. Let's see here. There we go.
Yeah, Elmer's been very busy with work. He's working on some books, which he hasn't told me what they are. But yeah, he took time to.
It's a secret even from you?
I'm sorry?
It's a secret even from you?
Yeah, you know how they have the NDAs that they take it really seriously.
Yeah. Well, then he's really keeping it NDA. That's great.
Uh-huh.
It's turning out fantastic, Elmer. And how many? I don't recall actually counting, but how many creators? How many of the artists on Next Comic Art were participating in this? G.
Let me count now.
So you didn't know either. You were the first one to commit. I went to you first, since all the work that we've been doing together. I figured it would be a good fit for us.
12.
There you go.
12.
12. So is that about half? A little more than half? I don't know how many artists you have.
More than half.
More than half. All
Yes.
right.
12 out of 23.
Well, I can't thank them all enough to for participating in this, and everybody that agreed to do this. It's again, nobody had to do this, but I think it's it's fun, and I hope that they're enjoying it. And most of this artwork is going to end up back on CAF. So when I look at this stuff, these are good opportunities for us all. You get you get more work out there, you get the names out there more, and it just kind of it just kind of feeds on itself, right? As far as an opportunity just to kind of get the Next Comic Art name out there. So I didn't approach everybody that I approached. Had some creators that were willing to participate in this. So I really didn't take the opportunity out to anybody else, because I was worried. I started looking at this and thinking that it might not. Oh, let me go full screen here.
Wow, so this is a Spidey piece.
Oh, man, very, very nice.
And then this is the Wildcat. It's great, right?
That is so awesome. Oh my gosh.
And finally, the Magic.
Oh, jeez, look at that. Oh God. Well,
Yeah.
some people are going to be really, really happy when.
Yeah.
All I can say is I get to hold them first. Whoever those collectors are, they're coming to me, and then I mail them out. So I get to feel like I get to own them just for a little bit.
And look at that creature. Come on. Manix outdoing himself.
Yeah, these are all coming out great. Let's go take a look at the Black Cat again here. Let me go back to Jim.
Jim's been working hard. Wait, Jim sent me. Hang on.
Wow.
Jim's shy to talk, but I will talk for him.
So how many did Jim have? Did he have?
Jim had 3.
3. All right.
He did a Mad Hatter.
Oh man.
Yeah, here I can show the Mad Hatter right now.
Let me switch around here. And...
Jim Jimenez did this one.
Oh my goodness! Huh.
Yeah.
All right, you're making everybody who didn't get the opportunity. Oh,
Jim did a delirium also.
gee, wow, Jim, you these are amazing. You really out.
Like, oh,
All right, I've got to figure out how to buy one next time. I'm gonna have to talk to the kids and have them draw a few here. Yeah, even Mikhail's like, damn, yeah, jealous of this.
So
That's right.
the Mad Hatter is going.
Wow.
Yes, Marcus, you should hang out because it is Ethan. It is Ethan. Yep.
Wow, are you kidding me? Michael Callahan. Sorry, Brett. I mean, that's the thing. We kind of talked about it leading up to it probably for about a week or 10 days. I mean, well, even longer. I let people know that we were going to do it, and I tried to give everybody as much advance notice about it as possible. But and then we actually, when I opened the sale for that, we did it during the show, during a calf update, and I think only about half of them sold during the show. So I waited till the next day. I sent out one email, through I think it was the weekly email for calf, and everything pretty much sold within a few hours after that. And I also had let Jiggy know to, hey, we can announce this now. And so Jiggy, Tatiana, and Ken also kind of sent out their announcements about the same time. And then they were sold out right away. So, yeah.
There were people who asked me, oh, can I ask for this artist in particular? No, Bill makes the rules. It's all a mystery. I wouldn't even know.
That is true. I had people asking, could I request, and it made them actually not buy. Or maybe I had a refund one. I think somebody asked me, can I pick this artist? And I think it was one of your artists actually. Maybe it was Mico or something, where they said, can I pick Mico? And I said, well, no, it doesn't work like that. You can pick the character. And they were like, well, I don't want to take that chance. I was like, well, that's fine. That's not, that it was outlined that that's how this is going to work. You can't say who, you don't get to define which artist you're going to pick this from. If you did, it would cost a whole lot more. This was something fun for the creators as well as the collectors, just the mystery of whom you were going to get. So, wow. Do I remember rightly? Yeah. Well, Margaret, yes. Initially, I can tell you that when we set this up, the only thing I wasn't able to accommodate for was international shipping, and that's really on me because I only gave myself a few days to kind of look into how I wanted to handle the sale, and I ended up having to use PayPal because PayPal had a Buy It Now button that allowed me to have a managed inventory count as part of it, and PayPal's Buy It Now buttons didn't really have a whole lot of flexibility on shipping whatsoever. So there wasn't an easy way for me to say, all right, U.S. shipping is going to be $165 total, and if you're going international, it's an extra, say 35. Say it's $185. I could not program that into a PayPal button, and so I had to limit the purchases to U.S. only. Now, when we do this in November, it went so well, and I know that we're going to want to do it again. I will be looking into, just how we will handle going ahead and making an international shipping as an option for this, because I do think it'll open it up to. So all that'll mean is it's going to sell out even faster, but hopefully we'll be able to double the number of sketch opportunities next time, because like I said, I literally only went to Jiggy and Tatiana and Ken and just said, yeah, like, this is an experiment. If it fails, you're failing with me. And if it works out, then it'll be good. Then you've taken the chance. And I love anybody that, takes that kind of a risk on a project like this with me. And, and it's always nice when it works out well. And clearly I think this is going to really, it's worked out well. I'm envious that I didn't get in on this myself. And Mike says, I'm in Thailand, maybe next time. Yes, exactly, Mike. We'll definitely work out how we can handle international shipping next time, without question. And it's not that it was more of international shipping is a pain, but it was more the technology limitations of me having to switch to a PayPal button. So what I'm looking at doing is working with Stripe next time and programming my own checkout. And that'll actually make, with Stripe, I can actually offer more forms of payment options as well, and that'll give us the flexibility we need to have a different shipping option in there. So yeah, let me switch back to Eranga too. He's been diligently working on his Judge Dredd there.
Dread.
Man.
Still no arm hair, Eranga though.
No, it's that comes at the end, Jiggy. I mean, it's gotta be the stubble. I mean, I'll do it. I'm gonna lay down a little bit of glue right here,
With
and then we're just gonna
dedication
go
to
like a salt
Jason.
shaker, buddy.
Looking good, Eranga. I am the law, says Rick Welch.
I am the law.
There was another guy who said, Y-A-M, I am the law.
I am.
Who
Yeah.
was that? Was it Marcus?
If it wasn't Marcus, it probably should have been. But yeah, Stanley asked if MegaCon was very crowded today, Stanley. It really
It was
was.
Derek.
Oh, Derek. Yeah, there you
Derek,
go.
yeah.
Hobby says, I would love some Eranga arm hair on my artwork. Well, there you go. We'll work that out sometime. Eranga's, he aims to please everybody.
Hey guys, I'm gonna put my eBay store address at the end of this. Bill, please share it. We will make it work. Things got.
You have coffee with you, Eranga?
What's that?
Coffee?
I am actually about to request. My wife is downstairs. I'm about to ask her if she'd be amazing and just get me some.
Marcus says that's a form of DNA authentication.
Guys, we may have stumbled onto something here.
Yes, we may.
Yeah. Forget about NFTs. This is a new way to establish provenance and authenticity.
Man, well, everybody is putting in a lot of extra effort on these. I can't tell you how much I appreciate seeing this. I know the buyers are going to be super duper happy to get these in their collections. And again, everybody has to post their artwork on CAF after they get these pieces in the mail, and say where you got it too. I mean, that's been one of the things I've been most proud of since we started doing the Comic Art Live virtual cons is when I'm interviewing a collector and they say that they picked something up during the con, that they added something that they really, really loved, and the con was the reason that it happened. And I think that these are really unique opportunities that we've done since the virtual shows have started. And again, I take great pride in that. It really means a lot that these things have worked out well and have put pieces that people really enjoy into their collections. And then doing something like this where we're creating a really unique opportunity for everybody to participate in. And if you didn't get a piece, at least you get to watch these artists create the artwork. So, but again, I'm just enjoying it. This is everybody knows I think I was meant to be some form of an event planner one way or another. and so, yeah, so these things are just so much fun for me. I really enjoy getting to host them for everybody. And man, this is turning out far better than I could have ever hoped.
Bill, this is the first time you're doing this. You've offered this, correct?
Correct. No, we've never done anything like this. I mean,
Okay.
well, I did something. What did we do once? We did a thing with Hero for the 100% benefited the Hero Initiative as a kind of a drink and draw night. And but with that one, they really, it didn't work the way I wanted it to. They, I said, sure, I'll host this kind of an event for you, but I wanted it to kind of be offered to our viewers first, and they didn't do that. They pushed it out to their Twitter list and everything before. And by the time I heard about it, it was sold out. And I was like, well, that wasn't fair. You're hosting it on my event and you didn't get my buyers an opportunity to look into it and, or purchase anything. So pretty much everybody who went to Comic Art Live didn't get a piece of art. And, for whatever reason, it's not something that's not something that Hero really does too often. It's not an area of, raising funds that I think that they really like to do. So they just tried it that one time. But so I kind of percolated on that. I thought, well, maybe I should do something similar. But for me, I wanted the money to go back to the creators. By and large, I mean, everybody knows a small percentage of this does come to the show, and it really means a lot to me that we have some. This helps financial support for us because I do pay the people that help me run the panels, and and Maureen and I every time. I mean, Maureen's programming some stuff tonight that we're going to have ready, and it's a new feature added into the exhibitor booths that allow them to kind of remarket an item. If people can save artworks now so they can go back and maybe buy them later. or at least think about buying them later. And so maybe say, Jiggy, you've got a piece of art in your exhibitor booth that 6 people have saved. Well, on Sunday, maybe you decide, you know what, I'm going to lower the price on this one piece because I know I've got 6 people who have saved this artwork and are thinking about buying it or have thought about buying it. So you lower the price 10%, 15%, whatever you do. And then you're able to send an email. You don't know who those 6 people are, but you're able to send out an email directly to them, letting them know that, hey, I lowered the price on this piece of art. And so, we're trying to make the show work better for everybody. So it behooves collectors who are browsing the show to save more artworks because, hey, I want you to save them because I want you always thinking about these artworks that are available for purchase. And then now the exhibitor themselves can go back and and try to sell it. Say, I just think it makes the show a little bit more useful for us all from both sides of the spectrum. So tomorrow, when you're browsing the Comic Art Live halls and you see something you think you might like, go ahead and hey, buy it if you like it. Don't wait. I mean, I'd say do that first, but at least save it so you can go back and look at it later to consider it. And you may just end up getting the exhibitor to make an offer and let you know that they've lowered the price on a piece of art you're interested in. And again, this is all about helping everybody add artwork to their portfolios and move artwork from their collection so they can make room for new artwork for their portfolios. So as Margaret said, clever move, Bill. We're trying to keep innovating this whole thing. And as everybody knows, if you're a premium member of CAF and you're using your want list keywords that send out emails every 5 minutes to everybody when artwork is being added to our databases of art for sale, tomorrow at 10:30 and also Sunday at 10:30, 30 minutes before the art drops actually happen for premium members, every premium member is going to get an email that matches their 20 keywords of artwork that's for sale within Comic Art Live tomorrow for the Saturday drop and Sunday for the Sunday art drop. And we've run our tests. Maureen is she's super confident that it's going to work out really well. But that'll give you 30 minutes to sort of preview the artwork that you're going to be able to check out at 11 a.m. tomorrow. You can't click on any of the links because the hall isn't open. But at the very least, you're going to at least know I need to target this seller's booth immediately because you're seeing if your keyword's Moon Knight cover and you see a nice Bill Sienkiewicz Moon Knight cover in there, that's where you want to go immediately as soon as the hall opens. So that was the other innovation that we've added for this show as well. And I take everything to heart that when we do the recaps as far as figuring out what people want and what ways that we can make the show even more resourceful and valuable to both sides. And as well. And I think giving the exhibitors the opportunity to remarket their artwork, if it hasn't sold, is valuable to them, and it's valuable to the collectors as well.
And I do want to say that the 2 hours is perfect. Like, it's so special that you can just I gotta look for the artists that I want in the collection, and it's great.
Johnny McCloskey says he's going to be browsing the Comic Art Hall in his jammies. Well, that's
same,
right.
Johnny. I'm with you. It's going to be late at night here in Manila.
Hey, Bill, I got to point out, I said I was going to text my wife to bring me some coffee.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to do it because she was apparently watching the show.
She brought it right to That's great.
Brought it to me, man.
Oh, man.
How's that?
There are times when I wish Maureen would know that I'm wanting a beer. And it never happens. I've got to go to the fridge and get it for myself every evening. When after a show, she never gets that vibe from me. I've got to work on that.
Bill, sorry, Jeffrey C is requesting if you can zoom in on Jim Jimenez's.
Sure. I'm sorry. Let me get. There we go. Let me highlight that one. There we go.
And Jim's still not done, adding more detail and Someone said they can't believe that it's $150. It's really something special for Comic Art Live. I guess that whole mystery thing plays into it also, but you do get something really special. And it's like maybe a twice a year thing, Bill, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, this is not like you just said. I mean, I realize that the work that these guys are doing tonight is not what they would normally do for that price. And
Yes.
I can't thank all of you enough for putting in the extra effort on these pieces. I mean, obviously the buyers are going to be really happy when they get these, but I can't tell you how appreciative I am that you're putting in this extra work for these pieces to make everybody really happy. And so, yeah, it means a great deal to me. And I can't thank everyone enough for putting in this extra time and effort into making these incredible artworks.
Yeah. And someone commented on Manix. The Manix one is looking great also. Who was that? Yeah, Mike Braving. That creature is rocking.
Here, let me switch over to Manix's.
And Jeff says,
camera here.
agreed. Manix is killing it.
Oh man, look at that. That is so great.
This is the first time I'm seeing Manix at work with this new style of the painting.
It's amazing how to see it
Yeah.
from small figure to the whole concept.
I do wanna Manix, you're thinking that since it was a black and white film before, that's what you're doing now? Compared to
Yes,
the other.
yes, yeah, the black and white film.
I see what you did there.
Maybe I'll add a little color to the creature later. Just a little bit.
Wow, I mean that is
Wow. I'm working on this.
Can't see you, Harv. What are you working on?
here, I'll switch over to Harvey. Here we go.
Oh, the Gambit. Wow.
That is great, Harvey.
Fuck with me. Done.
And that one
And the
is
puck.
going to. Wait, let me check. Who did it go to? Harvey. Ryan Jablonski.
I had some effects on the background to make it more alive and more like moving or something. So yeah, two is done.
Wow, that is fantastic. Man. Those are both great.
Diggy, did you say that Gambit's going to Ryan Jablonski?
Yep.
I'm not shocked in the least.
Thank you.
Yeah, switching back to Elmer here. Blocking it in. That's great.
Yeah. Elmer worked on some Demon Slayer pieces recently, and I'm like, why? I want this. Remember? Yeah. So if you're looking for that manga style, yeah, Elmer Damaso is like the perfect guy to do the commission request for you. Yeah.
And do you have, out of curiosity, how many of your artists are taking commissions right now? Gee.
We can announce that tomorrow, Bill.
Okay.
during
All right.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah. So everybody should be tuning in 9 p.m. on Saturday, Eastern Standard Time, of course. And we're going to do a next comic art drop. 60 plus pieces, I imagine, will be dropped. Everything will be available for purchase, and we'll talk with the crew that tune in, and we'll talk about commission opportunities too. That sounds fun.
Yeah. Can we show the one Harvey made, Bill, the one we talked about backstage? Harvey, is it with you?
Yeah, you know what? I think I've got that window still open from the one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
For me here, but let me I can share that. I mean, it's huge, everybody, so it's a little bit it's gonna be difficult to take the whole thing in here. I gotta resize my window a bit, and then I'll share the screen. Let's see here. All right.
Scott, yes, Harvey is a Joe Q fan. I will answer that for you. Okay. So Harvey is worked on a 4-piece Moon Knight tribute piece. So 4 pieces of 9x12 vertical. You get Stephen Grant, you get
Go from the
Mark
side.
Spector, you get Khonshu, and finally the Scarlet Scarab at the bottom.
That's so.
It'll be available tomorrow.
I'm gonna try to make it a little bit larger. I guess it gets a little. Yeah, that's just amazing. Look at that thing.
Yeah.
And this will be available for purchase tomorrow night, everybody.
Yes.
Unless you sell it backstage, right, Jiggy?
Eranga is a collector, as we all know.
This is a very, very interesting piece because of the series. I don't know if you guys are watching it. It was quite, yeah, it's quite really out of mind. Like I read Moon Knight so long ago, but I never thought that they could attack on the series like that. So you get so inspired, like working on a project, then I have to do this on the side. I think I did this Moon Knight on the plane while going to our school reunion last a week ago, and in my dreams while on the plane, I have this vision like what if I'm gonna do like 6 piece, like a longer piece on both top and bottom, and this is what come up. Only 4 piece though, so I love to put the what they call the hippopotamus, the alligator, the villain. I don't even know their name. I feel bad. So, but this is a really good piece. But what I've come up is this 4 piece. So this is part of like a dream, and by watching the TV series. So that's how it came to mind.
It's stunning. It really is.
Harvey, what's the total size of that piece? All done?
Oh, it was like
36 by 12, correct?
yeah, 36 by 12.
Nice.
Uh, thir- yeah. I think 48.
Wait,
It's
sorry,
four-
yes, 48 by 9.
48,
48 by 9.
48 by 12. 48 by 12.
12?
Yeah, 12.
You said
is
it
in
was
the
9
side.
by 12.
Oh, 48 by 9. Sorry. 48
Yeah.
by 9.
48. Yeah, you need a very custom portfolio for this piece, but
Or just frame it.
that's right. Yes, it deserves to be on a wall. That is wall. That's wall power, right?
Yep.
Man, oh, Manix is starting to add some color. Oh, here. Let me switch to that. Look at that.
Yeah. So Harvey did. Steven says 100% frame it.
Yep, I completely agree, Stephen. That's beautiful. Yeah, Harvey says it feels like Harvey put his soul into that one and then some. Well, I'm glad everybody loves that. So, but that's kind of what we're going to get to see tomorrow night. And we've done a sales show like that with Jiggy before on the Comic Art Live panel weekends, and of course we've done those the sales shows like that with Jiggy during in between shows too. So these are fun. I have a great time when we get all the artists together and we show off the artwork and sell it too. It just makes for a fun evening.
Grant says we now know Harvey's approximate height.
Also his width.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
The width is
Right.
much more bigger. Hello.
There you go, Manix.
Oh,
Starting to add some
wow.
color on that one.
Wow.
Manix, what are you doing, man? You're making everyone look bad.
I feel bad. I feel bad. Like, I'm just fixing my camera when he started. Like I'm fixing the camera. Then when I go back to the live, like, oh my god, it's already done. It's crazy. So nice.
No,
Like,
thank you.
Becoming a fanboy here, like watching Manix, like
No, but I'm a fan of you guys.
Keep on rocking, Manix.
Yeah, Mike D's loves the color on that one, and he's now obsessed with the
Mr.
creature.
Easy Go Lucky.
Mr. Easy Go Lucky says definitely not girthy. See, none of your artists are ever going to hold their art up in front of them for a photograph ever again.
Human Spider Manix is using a Khadi paper, so that's Khadi.
Stanley wants to know if anybody's drinking. I hate to say it, Stanley, but I am actually having a beer this evening.
Drinking
so I think I am
coffee.
the only one. Yes, everybody else is drinking coffee, even Eranga, because he's had a lot of traveling going on. But no, I am having a beer this evening. I know that's not something I don't think I've ever had a drink on the channel before, but tonight I do. I need it. I need to relax after doing. I will never do a panel like that again, where I have to get up at 7 a.m. on a day that's super. Maureen was a trooper. She took care of all of the support emails that came in today. People asking questions about how to set up their booths, and people paying for 3-month premium memberships so they can have an exhibitor booth and setting those up for everybody. So she took care of a lot of the clerical work that I would normally be doing, so I could go in and do the panel today. So I appreciate the fact that she did that, because otherwise I could never have done the panel at all. I'm going to switch back over here to Jim's artwork here. Man, that's turning out great.
Jim, why are you doing this to me? Wow. Miguel, I will ask Manix later if he's going to put some hand lettering also. He might, since all the other sketches for this one had a...
Oh, that's true. They did, didn't they?
But I really love that Wildcat bill, like vroom.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. I like the the way the cityscape was painted behind there. It was just a nice touch, and I could see that being a series of pieces, right? I mean, that was a really slick approach to doing those character pieces, and I really liked it a lot.
So the lucky guy getting Jim's Black Cat is Justin Mitchell.
Well, congratulations to Justin. Miguel says he was actually throwing shade at all the other artists. Oh man, I mean, this is fun. This is really fun. This is more than probably what I was expecting and hoping this would turn into. So I'm thrilled. I've become a fan of said bricks. Yes, without question. We love bricks on the Comic Art Live channel, as everybody knows. There you go. Javi's telling Justin he's a lucky SOB, and he means that with love. And as the bot has reminded everybody, if you're enjoying the show, please subscribe to the channel. You know that we appreciate having new subscribers. We've just recently passed 3,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel, which is, for me, pretty monumental. I mean, it's been a slow crawl for sure, but and honestly, for those who didn't know, yesterday was our 2nd anniversary for doing the live shows on the Comic Art Live channel. So for me, 3,000 is a decent mark to finally hit after 2 years. But the other thing you can always do when we're doing shows like these is there's that share button on YouTube as well. You can always just let your friends know what you're watching. Even if they're already subscribers, it reminds them we're doing something fun on YouTube, and if you share it over to Facebook or whatnot, we'll get more viewers, and that's all good. I mean, we want to have more people watching shows like this. It just helps promote the arts, the comic arts. It helps promote the creators, and it promotes the channel, and it promotes Jiggy. It promotes everybody who's involved with these shows that we do.
Hey, congratulations on 3,000, Bill. That's pretty monumental.
They love you, 3,000, Bill.
Well, I'm looking forward to the next 3,000, but it's a lot of work. I mean, you've watched. You look at what Nick's done, right? He has worked his tail off, and they just finished a year of doing the XP, and they just hit 1,000. Our first 1,000 was really tough to reach as well. I mean, I thought I would never get there. Remember, I was competing with my son who was doing Pokemon videos, and he was whooping my butt forever in his subscriber count. But yeah, so it's not easy. I mean, a lot of people look at the hobby and they think that, wow, that well, it's related to comics, so there must be hundreds of thousands of collectors out there who are just super interested in original comic art. But it's not true. So to reach 3,000 subscribers on a channel that's really devoted to a niche part of our hobby is pretty special. And I feel very fortunate to have as many people really interested in what we're doing here. And again, but you know what? It always comes back down to those that have taken the time to work with us, whether it's a collector doing an interview with me, or an artist, or getting to do these Comic Art Live weekend shows. It's really those people who've taken those chances with me that have helped really get us to where we're at now. And I'm really looking forward to the next 2 years of doing this. I can't imagine where we'll be, what shows will become our regular shows in a couple of years. But I'm along for the ride because I'm enjoying it as much as everyone else is watching it. I can assure you.
And it's not like the early days of the internet or YouTube. The algorithm, it's so different right now or difficult to attract subscribers. So 3,000 is nothing to sneeze at, Bill.
Yeah,
that's a great number.
Definitely.
No, thank you. I mean, yeah, well, like I said, it's like, as I said, Nick can attest. It's tough. It's tough, and and because they don't really do you any favors. YouTube doesn't really, you can sit there hitting like and getting a 200 likes during a show, and they're not going to share that show with anyone else as much as you'd like to hope that would happen. It doesn't. I mean, there's so many other factors involved, but that's why really subscribing and then clicking that bell icon beside it, because the bell icon always makes sure that means that every time I'm going live, you get a notification when it happens. Because you can subscribe, but then that only kind of like sort of teases to you that I've got a show that's coming up. But when you click the bell icon, it pretty much guarantees that if you have YouTube on your phone or you primarily use it on desktop, that the notifications are going to go to whichever is your primary device. And so, I don't talk about it a lot. I'm not great at self-promotion, but it really does come down to that. I mean, the more people that subscribe and then click the bell icon, also, it just pretty much guarantees that people will know that we've got a show going on and they'll be there.
Yep.
So, hey, Michael Callahan has said, ridiculous Eranga. Sick Judge Dredd from Human Spider.
Oh, thanks, you guys. I appreciate that. I've been Miguel threw down the gauntlet, right? So we got. I'm good with the hand lettering, Miguel. So there's one of two. Whoever, I don't know who this commission is for, but I'll tell you what. Thanks to Manix and to Mikhail, they're about to get some spot color too. So.
Mikhail is inspiring extra effort from the artist.
I think inspire is the wrong word. He's shaming. He's shaming.
All right, I didn't want to use that word. Man, yeah. Well, just imagine what if we had Mikhail in here with us tonight, what he would be saying. But yes.
I don't want to.
Oh man. But that the last couple of years, the best part of the last couple of years is all the friendships we've been able to make, right? I mean, to me, that has been the most special part of being able to do these. We took the pandemic and all the bad things that really were inherent in what was going on with that, and we've turned this into something that's really positive for us all. And again, it's I'm happy that we've been able to be the conduit for it, but it's really just everybody getting out here and hanging out and spending time in the chat. I've always said when I knew we were doing good things when I was watching the chat. Say I'm talking about a piece of George Perez art, and I'm watching Ruben and Marcus talk about things that are not work safe, related to art on CAF. I know I'm doing my job. People are here. They're here to hang out. They're here to hear what we're talking about. But at the same time, everybody's carrying on their own conversations, and that's when I knew that there was a lot of special things happening on the channel. Just because we were bringing people together and creating this camaraderie that we weren't able to get because there weren't cons and we weren't able to hang out anymore in person. And so, I just want to keep carrying that on, even though, we've got the in-person cons happening again. And events like these, bringing us all together to watch you guys draw tonight is just another way that we can appreciate this hobby together. And whether or not Mikhail is shaming you into and lettering some more text on there.
No, I've made so many friends through not just CAF, like the website, but the shows, this channel, and that's true for a lot of us, right? I mean, most of us who've never met each other in person, and uh, which it would never have happened if it wasn't for CAF, for all these shows. So that's a lot of goodwill you've built up for yourself, Bill.
No, hey, I mean, I'm enjoying it. I've always said that I'm a collector first. I'm doing these things because these are the things that as a collector, I want to be participating in, and that's why I built CAF. And so, no, this is I enjoy doing this as much as everybody enjoys watching it as well. But it's like these buying opportunities. I thought, oh, I should buy one of these. And honestly, when I first started this, I thought, you know what? If this thing doesn't work, if only 24 people buy the 48, I'm going to buy the other 24. I'm going to make sure this is a sellout one way or another. And I thought, because I'm thinking, well, what would I do with those 24 artworks? Maybe I'll offer them in the November show. I'll get them all, and I won't tell anybody I bought them, and then those will be part of my something I can offer in my booth, because I never have any art for sale. But so I'm glad that didn't happen, because I would have had to have spent a lot of money to do that. But yeah, I don't know. I just enjoy being a collector and getting to hang out with everybody as well. So again, very fortunate to be in this position. Let's see. Jason says, "I love you, Eranga, like Halbert loves Miguel." That's so touching, Jason. And Jason's saying that while he's hugging his recent acquisition of a Jim Lee X-Men.
Wow.
Yeah, not just a Jim Lee X-Men, but a freaking splash page from 275.
Exactly, and one that he won on a make offer from eBay. How
Wow.
that is so
Congratulations.
it's unheard of to see a piece like that go up on eBay.
And basically at half what the asking price was, right?
I think the asking price was 23, 24, and he got it for 17. Yeah. So still spending a lot of money. You could have bought you couldn't have bought a Toyota Prius with that 17. you could have put a really good down payment on a Toyota Prius with that money. But he opted for a piece of Jim Lee Uncanny X-Men art.
Jason's a Vespa guy. He could have bought like at least 3 Vespas.
Yep, and see, I knew he was hugging it. He literally did, like he just said, "It's right in front of me on my desk." I knew it. I knew, Jason. You've probably been staring at that thing for the last 3 or 4 days. And if I was you, I probably would be too.
100%. I would be too. No question.
I switch back over to Elmer here. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, Elmer's work is great.
And Michael Callahan just said, "Elmer's piece gets cooler and cooler. Simply awesome."
Is Manix done, Bill?
You know what? You're right. Let me switch over and I can check out where he's at. Looks like he's putting in some
more
details on the creature.
I do have some finished sketches from some of the artists I can show over if you want to see.
Yeah, here, let me switch the camera over to you.
So Luigi Teruel did a Harley from the James Gunn, The Suicide Squad.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And someone requested an Agent Peggy Carter, not Captain Carter, Agent Peggy Carter.
Oh my gosh, that is beautiful.
Yeah. And Ellery worked on 3. One of the unique Golden Girl or something from the Golden Age, I think. Yeah, did that one.
And a little bit of color. Oh
yes.
My gosh.
Here is She-Hulk.
Doggone it.
And finally, Spider-Gwen.
These are all getting shipped to me, everybody. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
And
I
I
have
will
a
send them
feeling
out to you,
they're-
I promise.
They're quote unquote gonna get lost in the mail from
right,
the
right. Yeah, I don't
No.
know.
Knock on wood.
Oh my gosh, those are fantastic.
So I hope we can outdo ourselves for November, Bill. More
Well,
people
yes.
should sign up.
Oh no, well, gosh, we're gonna sell out in an hour next time after people see these types of work being done. But wow, oh my gosh, that is a Manix. That thing is turning out beautiful.
Thank you.
So I know Pat Carlos is a fellow Filipino. Hey Pat, man. So he says he met Harvey 20 years ago, and Harvey continues to impress, which is true. Harvey's gotten so much better and better.
So, Manix, I know you're muted right now, yeah, but a question for you is, if you were to commission one of the other artists that were doing work tonight, what character would you have chosen?
I would have chosen Judge Dredd.
Oh,
Yeah, because Judge Dredd is also one of my favorite characters.
Awesome.
with the text, "I am the law."
Yeah.
Yeah, what is the creature going to say in there? I have no idea if he's going to say anything.
I love man spreading.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Let's see if we can switch over to wow, Eranga's adding some color to his as well now. Let's take a look back at that.
There you go.
There's your spot color, Mikhail.
Oh man, Mikhail's in for it when we see him in Heroes because he's goading everybody on. He's getting you to do a little bit more. This is
Yeah, there's a little bit more coming. Let's throw in a little bit of ink wash in the background here. Wrap it up.
Stanley, I am going to San Diego as a fan. So if you want to chat, let's meet up. Yeah, but Dylan Chitty asked if the crew is going to Singapore, and yes, we've already secured our booth for Singapore Comic Con. So about 10 of the artists will be visiting Singapore this December.
and when is that, Jiggy?
December.
Oh, all right.
Do you know around when in December, Jiggy?
10 to 11.
Okay. Because I might be in Asia around that time.
Nice.
And maybe I can
Yes,
make it-
Marcus. Free shipping if I go to SDCC.
Yeah, and I will not be at San Diego, unfortunately. I've just got too many things going on, but I should be there for 2023.
Nice.
And yeah, I'm multitasking here, everybody. I'm getting a lot of
Whoever
premium member
asked for that
signups tonight, believe it or not. So
should
it's,
thank Miguel.
for sure, right?
Yeah.
yeah, like Mikhail said, buy me a drink at Heroes for all the hard work he's doing here in the chat, getting everybody to work a little bit harder. See, I'll tell you, one of the things that and I've talked about this in the CAF updates and whatnot, but the thing is doing these shows has shown me, really what collectors want out of CAF and the things that we do on the channel. Because tonight, while we've been live, I've actually gotten, I think about 4 or 5 premium payments, to upgrade so they can get early access tomorrow. And 2 out of those 5 people are first timers, and they've been members of the site for a really long time, over 10 plus years, and it's the first time they're going premium. And
Wow.
I think that it's these kind of opportunities that that people are looking for. As much as everybody values CAF, I think that just creating these unique experiences, whether it's a show tomorrow or these types of sketch opportunities that are finally like that tipping point that people are like, wow, there really is something good going on here that they want to support. So I've been doing this for almost 20 years, and it's been a learning experience for me every single day. And but that's what's made it fun. It's just been trying to find out what do we want as a hobby, and what do things what things do people really value from the collector side, and and again, I just feel really fortunate to have kind of stumbled into doing the Comic Card Live stuff and realizing that that's something that people are really willing to rally around, and it's been an important addition to CAF to have this as an opportunity for everybody.
Hey, Bill, how long has the premium member feature been around?
We probably started it. CAF launched in 2003. I think premium membership started around 2008, and the reason we did it was because probably around 2006, 2007, I had a lot of people would come to me and say that, hey, they want to support CAF, they want to send me donations, and I'm not a charity. I didn't want people to send me money. That wasn't what CAF was about. But it started happening really regularly, and that was around the time we started taking some advertising. Heritage took notice of CAF, and so when I kind of sat down with Maureen and I talked to her about it, I was like, what are we going to do? I mean, I don't want to take donations. This isn't what CAF was about. And so we just talked about adding features into CAF. And that's when we came up with the classifieds, because we knew people were selling on CAF. And so we thought, well, all right, we'll build a classified system into the site that only premium members can get their artwork for sale promoted there. And so we added that. We added the larger images for people. And we also came up with the daily emails that people get from their CAF keywords, and that's different from the want list keywords. The daily alerts that come out twice a day. That collectors are allowed to actually have 100 keywords for that, and that email that goes out twice a day has artwork that is in collectors' CAF galleries, or it's for sale, or it's on eBay, or it's in the classifieds. We kind of break every keyword out based on those sorts of things. But so the premium memberships really came about as just a way of rewarding those people who wanted to support CAF, with more features to make the site better for them. Because back then, to me, I was still an art collector, and CAF was just kind of part of the hobby for me. That it wasn't a business. We weren't making any money at it. We were doing it for fun. And but it was kind of a turning point when we decided to implement premium memberships. I think that was when I realized, wow, a lot of people do want to support what we're doing, and maybe there's a future in that. And Maureen and I were heavily into doing commercial internet programming for lots of different clients. I did a lot of boring work in the title and escrow worlds, and for magazine publishers and those sorts of things. I mean, they paid the bills, but they weren't exciting or anything. And so when we started doing the premium memberships and a few advertisers kind of turned on to CAF, I think that was kind of our turning point where we realized there was something here that we could kind of build on and make a business out of it. And so, but it really was those collectors that were interested in supporting the site that gave us the inspiration to kind of move CAF forward. And we really never looked back. I mean, but it all just happened very naturally. It wasn't like, oh, the next day we woke up and said, this is it, right? This is exactly what we're going to do for the rest of our lives and whatnot. But it took a lot of time. But premium memberships really evolved out of that. It's not us not wanting to see CAF as a charitable type of thing, for us, and we wanted to make it as more of a better service for the hobby. And I think we've done a good job. But like I say, you never know what people are going to value, as collectors in the hobby. A lot of people don't even share their collections on CAF and their premium members. And there's, but so it's something like that early access to buy, that was the tipping point, or the opportunity to sell their artwork during Comic Art Live. That's the tipping point. And hey, it's something different for everybody at the end of the day. But for me, it's just exciting. It's I've always been self-employed. I feel like I've always been trying to be an entrepreneur, and so when you're an entrepreneur, and all artists are at the end of the day, right? I mean, I went to art school, so I feel like I have that inspirational, that entrepreneurial spirit that you all have as well. And it's all about trying to find creative ways to market yourself and market the things that you enjoy doing, and find ways for other people to enjoy it too. And that's like the drawing on your table right now, Raga. It's like, you look at that and it's like, damn, I did a good job, right? I mean, if you're not patting yourself on the back right now, you should be. Ask your wife. Your wife is watching. If she came up, she could do that for you and just say, you did a darn good job tonight.
Yeah, no, it's super cool kind of hearing how CAF evolved, because I'm a fairly new CAF member, right? And thank you, Bill. I think it came out all right. I think I'm done with it. So whoever commissioned it, I hope they're happy with it. And if they're coming to Heroes, they owe Mikhail a beer.
Yes. Thank you so much, Miguel.
Oh, I guess I got to sign in, huh?
I think Jim's done.
Yeah, it looks like Jim has set his pens down.
And congratulations to Justin for scoring this Black Cat.
Wow. That is beautiful. That really is, Jim. That's phenomenal. And again, like you said, Jiggy, I'm jealous.
Same.
I've got to figure out how to be a collector during these things as well, so I can participate. But,
I think it's a sacrifice for us, Bill.
It is. Well, it is. Like I said, it's like that other piece, that piece of art that I'd love to be able to pick up. You sometimes have to let those things go because because there will always be another opportunity. There really will. I mean, and at the end of the day, I want to make sure that everybody that attends Comic Art Live tomorrow, really has a great experience with the show. I mean, I haven't looked since we've gone online, but I guarantee you probably another 300 artworks have been added to the show that will be available for sale just in the last hour because everybody is on the site right now posting artwork frantically because the cutoff for adding artwork to your Saturday art drop is 10 a.m. tomorrow, even though the show doesn't open to premium members until 11 a.m. tomorrow. I haven't
even put up my art, Bill.
I was, Jiggy, I wasn't going to ask because you're doing so many other things with me, but I did notice that you haven't put anything up there. I wasn't going to chide you or scold you for that, but I was starting to wonder, is Jiggy going to have his own booth tonight, during the show or not?
I thought it's going to be under the next booth, so I'm just going to put my personal collection that I'm going to let go of there too.
Very nice. And yeah, I think let's see, we're almost at 3,900 artworks. So see, I was about right. I think 300 artworks, 250 artworks have been added in the last hour to the overall art drops for Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, that's exciting. Maybe you never know. At the end of the day, we may hit 4,900 artworks again, and then, that'd be pretty cool. Because I get nervous every once in a while. I'm like, oh, we're gonna see some kind of a pullback, and we're not going to see as many artworks available, or the exhibitors aren't going to reach the same counts that we've had in the past. But right now, we have 238 exhibitors for the show tomorrow, and let me double check here. So yeah, the spring 2021 show, so a year ago, we only had 206 exhibitors, and in November we had 231. So we're at 238 exhibitors for this show. So we're growing. There you go. At the end of the day, that's what I want to see, more participation. And the cool thing about that is that's over 20% of the premium members on the site. We have probably
nice. Congrats, Bill.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think we have. I don't really have an easy way to see the number of premium members, but I know it's around, as of today, probably 1,050 around that figure. So to have 238 premium members also exhibiting and selling artwork, I mean, that's a great, ratio of people who are supporting the site, but also participating in this event as well. So thank you everyone for being a part of Comic Art Live this time around. And I want to just keep looking at some artwork that these guys are doing.
Dylan, I have not been featured, but I'm not that worthy. Let's just chat separately. I'll just tell you my stories personally. Miguel, and I do not own any Jim Lee. Zero. It just became more elusive for me. So yeah, I am a fan, but I'm a fan of the older Marvel work. But yeah, it's gotten just super elusive for me.
Well, you could be looking at his older Marvel work or his current DC work, and it would be elusive price wise for many.
Everything's elusive.
No, I feel your pain, Jiggy. I mean, that's the state of the hobby today. But I smile. Even in my panel today, I talked about maybe you like a particular artist. If it's I pulled out. I had the Gene Colan Doctor Strange page that I picked up probably 6 months ago, and I said, hey, maybe you've got your sights set on a Daredevil Colin Palmer page or something like that, and that's really what you want. But you know what? It's a little bit out of your reach. Sometimes you gotta like aim a little bit lower. You gotta take that second tier piece if you're really looking for vintage artwork, and just accept it. And maybe one day you have 4 of those pieces that you'll eventually be able to convert into one larger piece. It's just all part of this, the whole game that we play as art collectors, trying to kind of build up our art equity to eventually be able to pick up something that you consider to be more of a grail that you're really after, because it's tough. It's tough. I mean, this isn't a it's not a cheap hobby to be in. But
Bill, will you do a live for that Dark Knight #1 that's going to be auctioned off?
That's funny. I actually got asked that today, and I think I kind of felt bad after I said what I thought, because I was like, I probably didn't aim high enough. But we had just gotten done talking a little bit about the Heritage auction, and people were asking about that, and I said, well, personally, I didn't think that the Heritage auction for the Zec page should have gone for more than, say, 800 or 850. And even then, that sounds ridiculous, but it went for $3.37 million. And so someone said, well, what do you think that, the Miller is going to go for? And so, I mean, my response was, I'm like, it's going to be like 2.25 million. Now, again, but, I thought the Zec piece should have been 800 and it went for 3.37. So if I think the Miller piece is 2.25. Well, I mean, I guess it could be up to 10, right? I don't know, but the realist, when I'm trying to look at it as someone who examines market data every day, and looks at the hobby, I think as a collector and as someone who can be a little bit speculative in it, I mean, to me, 2.25 million sounds about right. I look at other pieces that are out there, but then at the same time, now that after I said it, I think Ken's response was, well, Bill, it could probably go to 10 million. I was like, well, I don't think so, but you're absolutely right. It could be 10 million. So that's the problem. I mean, that piece is going to have a lot of interest in it, isn't it? I mean, that's even I said it today. It's like that comic book, when it came out, turned heads, right? I mean, the way it was printed, the way it was presented, everything about that book and that image really changed comics. I mean, I think a lot of people always look at that period. Remember, Marvel was floundering at that time; they weren't really doing a great job. And then DC came out with that. I mean, Miller was just at the top of his game. So if we're going to look at the hobby in a speculative way and just say we love the art, but a piece really changed comics, that one did. And if that adds to the value of the piece, then God only knows where it's going to end up, really.
I'm imagining all the comments that say, that belongs in a museum.
Right. That belongs in a museum. I think I said that once today too, but not with the same, that belongs, as Indiana Jones would say it. I didn't say it like that.
Yeah.
But I caught myself.
In a museum. Are any of the other artists done, Bill? Maybe.
You know what? Let me switch around here. I saw that Eranga was starting a new piece, but Manix is. Let me switch over to Manix here. He looks like he's adding. Oh, look, he's adding color, and he's got some text on there now.
What does it say? Wonderful.
Yeah, that's turning out great. Man. Well, I'm happy that I've got my Manix, and I bought the first one as a U.S. buyer. I'm happy for that.
So, can I show one done by JP Cuison?
Yeah,
JP was Manix's blockmate in college, and I didn't know that until JP signed with Next Comic Art, and like, what a small world. So this is a Beta Ray Bill sketch, and this is what JP did.
Oh, wow. That is awesome.
Yeah. Really cool.
Love that style.
And the Boris the Bear, whoever the character is, but this is Boris the Bear.
Got the spark plug. See, I know nothing about the character. You got a Psy, you got a Thermos. I think there's a lot of story in there. You got the skull. Man, well, see, that couldn't be on my wall at home, but that's awesome. Oh my gosh.
Roby also finished some stuff.
And so everybody
He's
knows
adding something tomorrow.
I want
This
to
one-
let everybody know that the spirit of this whole thing too was we wanted these works to be done. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Wow, right. He nailed that one. That is great.
Yeah. That will be for sale tomorrow.
Oh my goodness.
So no one commissioned that piece. Yeah. Who else sent me? Oh, Saowee. Saowee finished with her sketches. I think she had a Power Girl. Oh, Firestorm. Here's Firestorm from Saowee.
Oh, sweet. I love Saowee's work.
And Power Girl.
Oh yeah. These are all getting sent to me. Remember that, everybody.
Yep. Everything's sent to you, bro.
Oh my gosh.
So Jim is done. Thank you, Jim. I think yes.
Thanks also, guys.
All right. Oh, here, let me bring that one up again. Fantastic, Jim.
Thanks, Jim.
Oh,
See you
that was
tomorrow.
Amazing.
Wow.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
No, thank you, Jim. It's wonderful. The owner of that one is going to be super happy. Thank you so much.
Because if I will not stop, maybe I will overdo it, and it's gonna be nice.
Stop, Jim. Keep it 150. It's already more than 150.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta eat my early lunch, and
Early
thanks
lunch.
again.
Later,
Thank you,
Jim.
Okay, bye.
Harv, what are you doing now? You're on cam. Oh, Winter Soldier.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Harvey,
Winter
did you
Soldier.
start that when the stream started?
Nope, you're muted. Tell it. You're muted, Harvey. If you're
Eranga,
drawing
he did
that
not.
fast, you're frightening everybody.
That was
Oh,
done.
actually, I work a new one, a Scarlet Witch. This one, yeah, like I've done this like a while ago, but I keep adding. I never stop adding. When you draw on something, you keep adding the background, the bullet hole, Wolverine claw somewhere
And
here.
I'm saying, stop, Harv, stop.
So
So
you
this
never
one's going
stop.
to Anna Marie Weber.
So
Because if you told me you started that when the stream started, I was gonna quit.
I start. I'm slow artist. I'm not the faster one. I'm slow. In the face. I always spend like 1 to 2 hours. Every face of the character, I always spend 1 to 2 hours. Keep getting back on it. Keep getting back on it. Fixing the eyes, fixing the nose. I learned that from a very good artist. His name is his name is Lainil. Lainil. I learned it from Lainil. So he kept going back to the faces over and over and again. And I
Yeah.
noticed, wow, that's why the face he has like a perfect human being. Oh, now I know. He kept coming back. So because way back I only spent 10 minutes, then I don't go back to the face again. And I noticed when it was printed, the eyes are really bad. The nose are really strange, something like that. So when I asked him like what's the secret, he said like I just keep coming back. So you never leave the faces until you're not satisfied. Then that's what make it better. So yeah,
that makes a lot of sense because
it's a good thing.
yeah, you can really ruin a drawing because like the face is impossible to ignore, right?
For sure.
Bill, I want to ask the people in the chat, like, how many of you are going to sign up for the next round of mystery sketches?
I think most people
Oh,
will.
Elmer's done. Ang is done.
Which one? I'm sorry. What's that?
Elmer Damaso is done with
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, let me get Elmer's up
Avatar.
here. Switch
Thanks,
around.
remember.
Oh man,
Thank you,
look at
thank
that.
you.
Gosh,
Look at that.
That is great.
Thank you.
Elmer, you've outdone yourself on that one. That is fantastic. Wow. Oh, What happened there? Oh, Elmer's camera just.
Oh, he said goodbye.
He did. He's thank you and goodbye.
Yeah.
He was completed. Well, yeah, that was great. I mean, I can't tell you. I wish I could have said thank you one more time to Elmer for putting in the effort on that one.
Mike D wants to sign up now for November.
Yeah. Well, as you can see, I mean, this was again, everybody's outdone themselves. I wasn't expecting to see such amazing pieces put together for this, but you guys have gone the
There was
extra
someone
mile.
who had 2 sketches, Bill. I saw like a name that repeated.
I think there was one person that because I said the night that we released it on the chat during a calf update, I said just nobody buy an extra one that night, and I do think that there was one buyer that came in when I sent out the email the next day. So there was a person that got 2. And so I guess we can lament that. I mean, I guess I probably should have said nobody can have 2. You can only have 1. So maybe that's something I'll have to program into things to make that work. But at the end of the day, it didn't sell out. I was kind of hoping it was going to sell out during the calf update because I mean, like tonight, I mean, we still got 85 people watching. There were only 48 opportunities. I really had the feeling that it was going to sell out the night of the that I released it, and it didn't happen. Only 24 sold. I was a little disappointed. I was like, it didn't work out. It's not going to work. That's why I started thinking I was going to have to buy the other 24.
Well, it is the first one, Bill. So
it is the first one, right? Well, these are all. It's a learning curve. I mean, and I wanted it to be special for the people who were tuning in. I had said the week before that I expected to make the art opportunity go live during that calf update. I expected people to tune into it, and that's something that. Elmer did just pop back in here too, but when I was just thinking about how I wanted to announce or release the sale, I wanted it to be released to the people who were watching the show live, and but I mean, I've got a little bit of things to work out on that side of things. I've been wanting to do a little bit more PR on the calf updates because that's kind of like the variety show of our week, right? Where I'm pretty much the solo. Going at it by myself, but then I bring in Chris. We talk about art. A lot of times I'll have a special guest pop in for 10 or 15 minutes. It's a fun show, but I don't really do any advanced PR for that show to let people know what's going on. And so I want the Thursday show to become something a little bit more fun and so tying in this purchase opportunity with that show was part of that. So I think Miguel says he's definitely doubling up next time. See, there's Miguel once again encouraging everybody to make sure that they get it in there before Miguel can double up. So,
Jeffrey has a question. Was it random? Which artist?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. So what happened, Jeff, was when the buyers made their purchase, there was a text box so they could enter in the character, and I actually just found a website where I could plug in a spreadsheet of the characters that were requested with the 48 artists who had sketch opportunities. So Manix was in there 4 times, for instance, and so I just ran that routine that I found on a very nice website that I probably didn't bookmark, and it shuffled everything up and matched everybody. And I ran it like 4 or 5 times just to be like, all right, I'm going to really just go through this and make sure it's as random as I possibly can make it. And then when it was done, I had the 48 artists and the 48 artworks. And so I just separated them by the 3 reps. I sent out 3 spreadsheets to each rep just saying, here are the assignments and do with them as you will. Get them done early, get them, make sure, because the thing was, just so everybody knows, this was meant to, we want these works to be done over the weekend, and hopefully in most cases, with Jiggy, he's got to pick them up. If it's Tatiana, she's got people who are going to be sending them to her. So I wanted them done this weekend so that each rep would most likely have all the art in hand by the following weekend, and would be in Tatiana and Ken's part, they would be mailing them out by the following weekend. And I'd probably have Jiggy's art from the Philippines by the end of the month, early June, whatever. And I would be, because trust me, when I get back to Ohio next Friday, my first task is to go to Home Depot and buy a couple sheets of Masonite and get them all ready and cut up and ready to go, because that's how I'm going to
Bill, sorry. So I have to ship it to you once you get back to Ohio, correct?
Well, I mean, I'm going to be there next Friday, so I'm assuming that if
okay.
you ship it,
I'll time it.
yeah,
during that
exactly.
time.
I'd rather don't let it get there before I get there. But I do have somebody at the house, but I'd rather be there knowing it's going to arrive and be looking for it. So Jeffrey says, very cool. Yeah. So but it was very random, and that's what I felt this would be. It's fun. You don't know whom you're going to get, but now you can see that the quality's there, and at the end of the day, I mean, that's what makes it fun. You're as a collector, you're probably going to get a piece of art from an artist that you might not have looked at as somebody you would have commissioned before, and that's half the fun is really getting to see something that and own something that you might not have otherwise gone out of your way to pick up. And again, that's part of the beauty of CAF, right? CAF is all about discovery and what you're going to see that day. Well, here's something that's getting shipped to you, and it's an artist that you're not familiar with, and that's I think that's one of the exciting parts of the hobby today is discovering new creative talents that are out there, and again, it's
true,
patronizing them. And so this is just an extension of all of that, and I'm excited to be playing a part in all of this too. So I'm glad Elmer.
Jeffrey says it's a box of chocolates.
It's a box of chocolates. I actually watched Forrest Gump about a week ago. That movie, every 2 years, I watch it just to remind myself, how good life is. I think it's just one of those movies that reminds you that there's a wealth of opportunity out there for everyone, and Tom Hanks was great in that. So
if Manix is there, I have a request.
Oh, here, let me.
Manix, can you show the pieces you're gonna drop tomorrow? The previews. I can see Spidey already.
Here, these are the original sketches. I'll show you. Yeah.
Spider-Man.
This is the Spider-Man. Yeah, I really enjoyed drawing him upside down. I painted the buildings like that, and then I drew Spider-Man. There, and this is the.
Oh, the one.
Yeah.
That one
Bill,
is so
this
awesome.
is great. I really love this one.
Thank you. And this is the magic.
And then Manix, the one you're gonna sell for tomorrow's live stream, is it there with you?
Yeah, it's also here. I enjoy drawing these pieces because it's kind of like pop
I gave
art.
Manix the idea. Manix, what about your favorite panels from the past and just Manix fire? Doctor
This one was
Strange
by Steve Ditko.
Steve Ditko, of course. Wow.
After Stanley and Steve Ditko. This one is Iron Man, also from Ditko.
Oh my gosh.
These are some of my favorite panels.
There you go, Bill.
Oh yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
I see Thor.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
After Stanley and Jack Kirby.
I'm gonna have to talk to somebody in the chat. And a Magneto. Oh my god.
I really love the dialogue here.
Oh my goodness.
Silence,
Especially
Toad.
this
Keep your
silence,
cackling
Toad.
comments to yourself till I'm
Till
done.
I am done. And this Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. That's it.
Amazing.
Thank you.
So tune in. No, Larry, those are not 150. So those will be available during the live stream. Definitely
Yeah,
not.
those are going to be, Larry.
Yeah,
Well, presuming Larry's talking about the pieces that Manix was showing, those are the ones that we're going to be offering tomorrow night at beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern. We've got a special art drop with Jiggy and the Next Comic Art Crew, and those are pieces that we're going to have available that you can claim in the chat while that show's going on. So, but the pieces that the artists are drawing tonight are the ones that work for $150, and of course they're pretty darn spectacular as well. Michael Callahan, are they $100 then? No, probably not, Michael. But it's a very unique opportunity to get those pieces because again,
Was
Jiggy can be
Michael
just
Callahan the one who said that his wife has more in the collection than him? I read a comment earlier that my wife has more than comic art than me already.
Yes. Well, you mentioned his wife again just now, Manix. My wife. That those were incredible.
Oh,
She
thank
thought.
you.
I'm sure that's what he thought, that those were incredible.
Thank you.
I think
Also,
so as well.
Manix, your book is coming out in the US. I saw them in the FOC already.
Yes,
Yeah.
next month, June. It's 12. The title is 12. It's all wordless comics.
And we have a special art drop for that, right?
Yeah. We're going to have a special art drop.
And I was just going to say when we were talking about the art drop tomorrow, that, yeah, these are things that Jiggy could be doing on his own with his team. He doesn't need to be doing them on a live stream with us. But that's why I appreciate everything that that Jiggy's brought to the channels and getting us to be able to interact with his artists. He's doing these things with us and with me, and it's that's special. I mean, I've not had that opportunity.
We love interacting with the people, Bill.
Right. Well, that's a big part of what we've learned is important during these last couple of years, is just getting that opportunity to really directly engage with your audience. I've honestly had a few reps that have contacted me in the last month saying, hey, when in the next few months I'm going to be in this position and I want to start working with you more. And because I mean they can see it too, and it's been a lot of fun, and being in front of the camera isn't like for everybody, and that's probably why a lot of people kind of avoid doing it. But if you can work through me to get those things done and use the Comic Art Live channel to do that, I mean that's great. I mean I think so you guys have been the trendsetters with me, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, and I know the audience appreciates it as well. So I know we're gonna have a lot of people tuning in at 9 p.m. tomorrow night to see what artworks you're bringing. And you've been teasing a few things as well, I think on Instagram and whatnot, right, Jiggy? So people have somewhat of an
actually,
idea.
Elmer Damaso also finished an Evangelion sketch. If you can hear me, if you can show it also, the finished Asuka sketch that someone commissioned also.
Let me see if
From
Elmer's he's there.
If it's there. Oh, he's working on a Lion-O.
Yeah, that's what that looks like too.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes. So remember, you have the Asuka. Yeah, so that one's the finished one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and that is
Yeah,
going
this one.
to checking. Thomas H. Scored big time. And the detailed background, like, come on.
That's beautiful. That is gorgeous.
Thanks, remember.
Wow. Oh boy. Yeah, I've got to get in on this somehow next time.
Thank you.
That's beautiful, Elmer. Thank you. Mike D has said nice as well. So yeah, let's Eranga's been busy over there. Let's get Eranga.
I'm almost done with number 2, guys.
Under the umbrella.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's very beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Mark Cajo has some stuff. He just sent it to me, so I will tease it on Instagram in a bit. Love that, Eranga.
Thanks, Jiggy.
So, can I guess that the raindrops will be your arm hair?
I'm actually gonna put them in her hair.
Oh,
how nice.
You don't want to be too obvious about it, Jiggy. I mean,
oh man, yeah, become a fan. This is so cool, Eranga. See, now did you start that, or did you have that kind of laid out before we started?
I had a rough pencil sketch laid out, and I started inking it. That's it can get a little it's hard to do something with her that's unique because there's so much cool stuff already been done with her. So, you just kind of hope that you just put your own little stamp on it. But
Sure.
knowing that it's probably not going to be something that someone hasn't thought of at some point. but maybe they haven't.
Yeah,
It's
this is,
very inspiring to draw with other artists because usually we draw alone at home.
Yeah,
It's really nice to see others drawing.
absolutely. I feel the same way, man. Because it's such a lonely thing, right? You're just sitting
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
table,
just alone.
listening to music
Yeah,
or I don't know, whatever. But it's kind of nice listening to people chat and definitely watching other artists work. I love that. Um, it it gets you jazzed and honestly, like I've learned so much from watching other artists do their thing. Like, oh,
yeah,
that's interesting how they did that. So I've picked up, especially at like that's if you were to say there was like one silver lining to come out of the pandemic, it was more of these live streaming shows and
yes, I
um,
agree.
people
Yeah,
on their social media live streaming. It's been very cool to see.
I was going to say the same thing, Eranga. That's Danny Warren Johnson. He live streams regularly and shows off his techniques and things, and that's and a lot of creators do nowadays, and that's got to be great for for any artist just to watch them, whether they're breaking into the hobby or they've been doing it for years, just to be able to watch another artist sit at their drawing table for a couple hours. And you're bound to learn something new by watching their approach, because everybody's got their own way that they do things, and how could you not find a way, walk away with something new or something interesting that you want to try at some point when you watch somebody else working.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm so glad you mentioned Daniel Warren Johnson, because so many of the tools I use today, because he's really free about sharing where he got his stuff from and what kind of tools he uses. So, I mean, if you're gonna steal from the best.
No, that's true. I mean, he's one of the few artists that I've actually tuned into, and there are a lot of them out there. But I've always liked his work a lot. We feature a lot of it on the CAF updates, and so I've enjoyed, watching him work as well. So I can't imagine how other creators don't enjoy it. Just being able to kind of learn a few tricks, get some insight. Yeah, this is fun. Margaret says she could watch shows like this regularly on the channel. I don't think we can do it regularly, Margaret, but we can certainly do them a little more often.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. Bill, how are we doing on time? Should be kind of.
Yeah, we're almost at the 11 o'clock. We're 6 minutes away, so yeah, we should be wrapping this thing up anytime now. Again, I just can't thank everybody enough for participating in this thing tonight. Not only tonight, but also just in the whole endeavor to see if this thing would work, and then clearly it's worked really, really well. And I'll definitely be brainstorming after Comic Art Live is over on Sunday evening, and just start thinking about how we can make the November show even more fun and interesting. And this is certainly going to be a part of the November show. I'm sure we'll probably evolve it a little bit. I mean, we'll do our best to bring in a few more reps as well if they're interested, and maybe expand on the number of opportunities. Certainly I think we need to expand on the number of opportunities given the great works that we're seeing here tonight. And yeah, it's again, I love the fact that we get to do a lot of experimentation here, and we've been really fortunate that most things have worked out pretty good since we've been doing them. But and that doesn't normally happen. And a lot of the works, things I've done on CAF over the years, a lot of things we put a lot of effort into, end up not being used very often or whatnot. But fortunately, on the Comic Art Live channel, we've done a lot of good things that do kind of catch on. So Stanley wants to know, Eranga, if you've ever traded art with another artist.
No, I honestly have not. Mostly because, I mean, if I'm being truthful, I haven't been doing this for a long time, so it would be an uneven trade.
But that is something a lot of artists do, though. I mean, I've done a lot of interviews, and that's pretty common. Like somebody will come over and say, I'd really, really love your work, and and they'll artists trade artwork a lot, I think, as far as picking things up. When I had Bill Morrison on stage today, he said that when he's at a show with Ken, and he knows he's sold some artwork, so he's owed X amount of dollars, and then maybe an artist comes by or tries to approach Ken about a deal. Bill will be like, well, I've got X amount of dollars coming from the show, so how about I just work out this trade through Ken to get that artwork? And so, I think that's cool when artists collect other artists' work, and I think that's fairly common. I mean, Eranga, we already know you have a very, very nice art collection.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, Bill. If one day someone comes up to me and says, another artist says, hey, you wanna do a trade, that'd be a cool day. I'd do it for sure. Not gonna say no.
Not gonna say no.
Bill, I'm reading the comments. Margaret, like Mike D. So the Mon L. So Mike D, if you're still here, Mico was actually assigned the Mon L. So you're getting the Mon L from Mico Suayan. Congratulations.
Oh wow.
A lot of people wanted Mico, so you were one of the lucky guys who got one of the 2 Mico Suayan spots.
Yeah, well, then, I think he's going to be very happy with that, of course, because Mico's getting. I was supposed to meet Mico at MegaCon today. I totally forgot, and apparently he wasn't set up in Artist Alley, so I didn't happen to just walk by his table and realize, oh, I was supposed to pick up these pieces from Mico today. So I'm going to talk with Ken from 4C, and we'll have Mico get the art over to Ken, and Ken will probably be shipping out Mico's artwork, But yeah, I regret that because I was so looking forward to meeting him at the show, and I was so stressed out and tired this morning that it totally slipped my mind to ask him and look for him at the show. But he wasn't in Artist Alley. If I would have seen him, it would have clicked. So you had said, he was at somebody else's booth, so that's why I didn't really walk the show other than Artist Alley and.
Because he didn't post where he'd be.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't get a program either. When I got there, I had to go as if I was an exhibitor. So they kind of brought me into the hall from a different angle, and because of the panel and everything. So I didn't have anything. I had no literature. I didn't have a map. And it was funny when I got into the hall, the Artist Alley banner was hanging too low, and unless you got within a couple aisles of it.
Bill.
He just posted it.
Yeah, this is where he was. So if you want to see Mico at MegaCon,
but what booth is that?
He did.
Oh, you know what? I know where that was. I don't remember seeing him at that. That was in the middle of the hall.
He said day 2 MegaCon insane.
It was. It was super busy. I know. I actually know where that is because whatever booth that was, there were 3 artists that were supposed to be
I know.
there.
It's Big Time Collectibles.
Every time I walked by that booth, there was no artist sitting there. And I don't know if there was a.
There he is.
Right. And now, see, the thing is, where's his name tag? I mean, I didn't even see any reference to him or a banner behind him. Every booth. Well, there you go. It's my fault, though. I forgot. Well, he didn't call me either. You gave him my phone number.
Must have been very, very busy, Bill.
All right. Well, I regret. Well, you let him know that I'm sad that I didn't get to see him in person. And even if he didn't have the art with him, I would have liked to have hung out and talked with him for a while.
Yeah.
So I regret that. But we're at the 2-hour mark, so I think we can probably call it a night.
Yeah.
I've got some more work to get done before the show tomorrow morning.
I have to send them to you. And hope everyone can join us tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Absolutely.
And the guys will be there also. Manix is going to be there. Harvey's going to be there. Roby and the rest of the crew.
Yeah, we're going to have it's going to be a fun time at 9. Everybody should get some sleep because I know, premium members get early access to the show tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern. So those of you on the West Coast or in other countries have got some pretty crazy schedules ahead of you if you're going to want to jump in on the art. But I can tell you it's going to be totally worth it to those premium members to get that early access because, a lot of great artwork is out there that I wish I could buy myself. But but again, Jiggy, this has been a lot of fun. Aranga,
thanks, Bill.
thank you to you and 4C.
Thank you, fellas.
Thank you again.
This was a ton of fun, and thanks to everyone watching. That was is really cool on a Friday.
It was, yeah. What a good way to kind of end our work week and segue into a weekend full of original comic art collecting and hanging out. And we've got 15 total panels over the weekend between Saturday and Sunday. So I even added an extra one. Artist Mark Nelson to Sunday. He's worked on books, some alien books. He's done a lot of work in various forms of publishing that are maybe outside of comics, but he's a phenomenal artist, and he will have a panel with I think at 3 p.m. on Sunday. I just added that tonight, so we've pretty much got a full slate every day, 7 or 8 panels, and just when I was thinking we weren't going to have any panels, now I've got 15. So we've got a full weekend full of fun for everybody, and again, you'll see many of us again tomorrow, and I look forward to just the show. I hope everybody has a good time. And I'll be there at 7 p.m. on Sunday night for anybody who wants to chime in on how we can make the shows better. I always do a recap, of the weekend, and I want to get everybody's immediate responses to what went well, what didn't, and how we can make the November show even more special. So, but thank you to all you guys, Eranga, Manix, Harvey, Elmer, and Jim as well, who's already signed out. Thank you for tuning in. And again, I can't tell you how much I appreciate all the effort all of you have put into this. It just makes the show all the more special, and I can't thank you all enough.
Excited for tomorrow, Bill.
All right, everybody. Have a wonderful evening, and
Good night, all.
We'll see you all again tomorrow in the morning.